Well, LCS kicks off in just a couple days. I'm joined right now by Damonte for Media Day, who has a dog. I didn't know you had a dog.
I do have a dog. Where is he? Do you want to see him?
Yeah. Of
He's
course,
right
this coverage is brought to you by Alienware, by the way, this dog
there.
coverage.
Enzo.
Are
His name is
you
Enzo.
is okay, so first off, nice shorts. Did
Thank you.
they're a little high for me. I'm curious, are you in your apartment right now?
Yeah.
So I literally just interviewed Acadian, hung up, and now I'm calling you, and he's in the other room, right?
Yeah, he's like 5 feet from me.
Yes. Well, we should say, by the way, that you are going to be on Hotline League tonight. So by the time this comes out, people will have already seen that. But this bit of a shorter interview for people who don't want to watch that whole thing. Uh, so your congratulations on joining Golden Guardians. I like the jerseys up in the back. That's nice.
Yeah, maybe I have the best room in esports since every other room in esports is probably just a white wall. So
Yes. No, it's good. I mean, it's fun to now be talking to you, given that you're wearing that after seeing these old jerseys. So what happened? How did you end up on Golden Guardians?
I don't know. I feel like I got really lucky if I'm being 100% honest. There was like a small tryout period for Dignitas where they tried out like three different mid laners and they decided like really early on, I guess, that they didn't want to use me, and GGS just or GG, not GGS, just wanted to give me a shot, and then I tried out against their mid laner, and here I am.
Yeah. Well, it's curious because you, I think, are friends with Grayson, right? Are you guys?
Yeah, yeah, he's my
Okay.
homie. I love Grayson.
So is that an awkward situation at all? Like having this situation where you're kind of coming in and replacing your friend?
Well, I hit him up, and at the end of the day, this is a business, and we both understand that it's a competition. There's no hard feelings. It's unfortunate that we're friends and we also play the same role, so it's not gonna harm our relationship at all. But obviously, it sucks. I want nothing but the best for my friend.
Yeah. Well, what in your limited time on Golden Guardians has been different compared to some of the other teams that you've been on?
Just off like the first week or so that I've scrimmed here, I feel like there's a lot of camaraderie on the team. Everyone is like really close and friendly, and it's not that I haven't had that in the past, but it's like everyone just wants to hang out with each other. Like for instance, we just went to get some food together, just five players, and I feel like usually it's like the team is like pushing you to try to get you to go do that stuff. They're like, "Come on, just go get lunch together, go get food together." But like no one forced us to, and we just did it, and that was like the first thing I witnessed, and I was like, "It's pretty cool."
Yeah. Oh, you're also pretty good friends with Closer, right?
Yeah, we duoed a bit back at Worlds when he came with Royal Youth,
Yeah.
and we duoed in EU Solo Queue, so we have like a bit of a history.
What do you think that that'll play out as synergy in game? I mean, what should we expect from this mid jungle duo that now exists on Golden Guardians?
I think me and Closer are both we're both really aggressive, and we both like to just kind of go in and see what happens. So I think you'll probably definitely see a bit of a faster paced play style from us, and yeah, I think it'll be exciting.
One of the things that's pretty interesting to me is that you now live with somebody who's on a different team. So how have you been managing that?
Well, I think we kind of talked to each other and just made sure that we have to keep the work side of stuff like separate. And like for the people who didn't know, I live with Acadian, and the reason for that is because we were on the same team. And obviously, it's owned by us, so our lease is not up for another 6 months, so we don't really have another choice. And we'll just distance it, But after we play them and Golden Guardian smash Dignitas, I might rub it in his face a little bit.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be an interesting situation, especially building up to knowing, for instance, that there's a week where you guys are going to play against each other. That must be like a funny week as you guys are in scrims preparing for the other player.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. He like walks by my room and I walk by his room and we just look at each other and go like, yeah, we're gonna shit on you. Or like we're
Nice.
both gonna yeah.
I mean, I assume would are you guys at least closing your doors before scrims or whatever, like so you guys can't see the other?
Well, I scrim at the office. There's like the Golden Guardian
Ah,
office just opened at the beginning of this month, and then he scrims here. So at least there's a bit of separation with that.
gotcha. Do you like scrimming in the office? I mean, it's kind of interesting to see which teams are still scrimming from home and which ones are scrimming in the office.
I prefer the office like 100%. I think the whole like routine of like driving to the office for me and driving back, I feel like I'm entering like a more serious zone and then leaving a more serious zone, and it kind of just it makes me happier. I feel like everything is more like normal.
Yeah. Are there any teams that you expect to look stronger, or I mean, I'm just kind of worried because I'm not sure after all the roster swaps and everything that we're going to see a much stronger LCS in spring or summer. It feels like Cloud9 might still just dominate everybody, and everybody else will be like roughly the same. I don't know if I'm wrong in this, and if you have any thoughts on it.
I don't know what to expect either 100% since I didn't really play in the spring, but like looking into the LCS from the outside during spring, I was just like, wow, this is like really bad. Like only C9 looked like kind of like, I mean, not only C9, honestly, EG and FlyQuest also look good. So I think you're gonna have like a really strong like top 6 or 5 teams. Maybe like C9 I do think are gonna be better than everyone else, but then I feel like the next 4 to 5 or 6 teams will be decent, and then the bottom teams are just like really bad.
Yeah, great. Can't wait. Who do you think who's going to be at the bottom?
Dignitas.
Really? Okay. So this is a
I
you have a
just
bit
I
of
just
a
said that. I
no
just said that to
rivalry with
spiciness.
your former team.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
would love the rivalry.
it
I
does
want to.
seem like they're doing crazy stuff over there. Like I interviewed Froggen and Katie, and I was like, "What's going on at Dignitas?" And they're like, "We can't really talk about it." So I don't know. It's just it's kind of interesting from the outside. If I were you, I guess it must be kind of nice to be over on Golden Guardians, especially knowing that you wouldn't have had a starting position there.
Yeah, for real. I got so lucky. I feel like I don't know. I didn't. I honestly I was expecting not to play in summer, and
Yeah,
then when this happened, like last minute, I was like, wow, thank God.
yeah. Well, is there anything that you want to say to any of the fans out there?
Just want to say thank you for welcoming me back to the LCS. I really hope that I can do well again this split. Last summer split, I went to Worlds, and I think Golden Guardians can do that again this year.
Very good.
This
Well, thank you so much for the interview. Looking forward to seeing how everything goes for you in just a couple days. And for everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching that interview. I hope you enjoyed it. So good to be getting back into the swing of things again for summer 2020. Now, I want to give a shout out to Alienware and Draft Buff for sponsoring this interview. By the way, speaking of Draft Buff, you can actually go sign up for their stuff right at draftbuff.com. There's a link in the video description below. It helps me out. Use the referral code Travis Gafford when you get there. It's fantasy drafting. All right. There's no gambling. There's nothing like that. It's what Riot used to do, but better. So if you've missed the chance to play fantasy in the past, you can do that now. Full fantasy leagues, but also something called Draft Royale, which are limited towards limited time. So for opening weekend, you can compete against me and Mark Zimmerman in a Hotline League Draft Royale that we've constructed. I've already built out a team. Here's a shot of it. You can take a look at Mark's as well. But go sign up, compete, see if you can beat our scores and maybe some other people, and really prove it to yourself that you have what it takes. Thanks so much for watching.